There is a moment in every person's life when the noise gets too loud, not outside but inside. The constant pressure to be visible, to be active, to be perfect, to keep showing the world proof that you are doing something. But here is the truth most people never learn. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to stop showing anything at all. Sometimes the strongest move you can make is to step away. Not because you are weak and not because you are lost, but because you are entering a period of transformation that demands silence. Today is about that silence. Today is about disappearing. And not disappearing to give up, but disappearing to rebuild, to upgrade, to rise beyond the limits you have been carrying for years without noticing. Most people chase attention, but attention does not create growth. Attention does not build discipline. Attention does not develop mastery. If anything, attention interrupts all of that. Attention keeps you performing instead of improving, and that is why disappearing becomes necessary. When you remove the spotlight, you remove the pressure to please everyone. When you step away from the crowd, you finally hear your own thoughts again. There is power in becoming unreachable for a while, power in being unavailable, power in disconnecting from the cycle of comparison that drains your confidence every day. When you disappear, you stop worrying about how others see you and finally start focusing on how you see yourself. This is the moment when you turn inward. This is the moment when you stop telling the world what you will do and start working on who you will become. Disappearing is not running away. It is not quitting. It is not hiding. Disappearing is choosing yourself over your habits, your distractions, your past, and every limitation you have allowed to shape you. Disappearing is letting go of everything that slowed you down so you can move with real force when you return, because you will return. And when you do, you will not be the same. Your disappearance is not a retreat, it is preparation. Every champion has a season where no one sees them, no announcements, no highlights, no updates, just focus, just work, just growth. The performance happens later, but the preparation happens in the dark. Think about it. Everything powerful is built in silence. Trees grow roots underground long before they stand tall. Storms gather energy quietly before anyone notices. And people grow stronger in seasons of isolation, discipline, and deep reflection. This is your season. This is where you tighten your routine. This is where you improve your discipline. This is where you break old habits and replace them with habits that can carry you toward the life you want. This is where you train your mind to stop reacting and start leading. This is where you rebuild your relationship with your goals, your health, your purpose, your future. You do not disappear so others miss you. You disappear so you stop missing your own potential. Disappearing means you stop explaining yourself. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop letting opinions shape your direction. You stop allowing anyone to dilute your ambition. You step away from every voice that makes you doubt yourself, and you step toward the quiet that makes you stronger. As you disappear, the people around you may not understand. They may think you are distant. They may think you are acting strange. They may think you changed, and they are right. You are changing. You are no longer available for the habits that kept you average. You are no longer available for conversations that weaken your mindset. You are no longer available for environments that keep you small. You are entering a different level, one where discipline replaces comfort, where consistency replaces excuses, where focus replaces distraction, where progress replaces validation. Your days in the shadows will not be glamorous. There will be mornings when you feel tired, nights when you feel alone, moments when you question if this sacrifice is worth it. But every time you push through, every time you keep going, even when no one is watching, you are building something unbreakable inside you. You are training your future self. The world you return to will not recognize you, not because you disappeared, but because of who you became during that disappearance. Your silence will become your power. Your results will become your voice. Your growth will speak louder than any explanation you could ever give. So during this season, treat yourself like a project. Strengthen your body, sharpen your mind, educate yourself with intention. Learn skills that your old self was too distracted to learn. Build discipline like a muscle. Train focus like an art. Release your attachment to what no longer supports your future. Heal what needs healing. Forgive what needs forgiving. Let go of what you've been carrying for too long. Pain from the past, insecurity from old experiences, doubt from past failures, expectations that were never yours, stories that once defined you but no longer belong to you. You are writing a new story now. A story that requires solitude, a story that requires patience, a story that requires you to trust the process even when you cannot see the results yet. And remember this, disappearing is not about cutting off the world forever. It is strategic, it is intentional, it is temporary. You are not disappearing to vanish, you are disappearing to evolve. Because when the time is right, you will reappear. And you will reappear with clarity, with strength, with confidence, with direction, with a purpose that cannot be shaken by opinions or noise. You will walk back into the world with presence, with discipline in your voice, with power in your posture, with energy that speaks for itself. The version of you that returns will be a version that demands respect without saying a word. People will notice the change. They will notice your confidence. They will notice your focus. They will notice your commitment. They will notice that you carry yourself differently because you finally understand your own value. This is your turning point. This is the shift. This is the chapter where you silently build the strength that will carry you for the rest of your life. Disappear, train, learn, heal, grow, build, transform, then come back, not louder, but stronger, not seeking attention, but radiating purpose, not trying to prove anything, but embodying everything you worked for. Your comeback will not be a moment, it will be a message that says you survived the storms, you outgrew the noise, you built yourself in silence, and now you are ready for everything that once felt out of reach. Disappear now, rise later, come back stronger than anyone expects.